Okay. All right. So, welcome to Team Navigate Team Call, hosted by Samantha Douglas. So, the call is like getting past objections. So, getting past the no will be mixed in there, but mostly we're handling like all objections. And in the PowerPoint, there will even be like some scripts that you can work off of. But of course, like with scripts, be yourself, okay? So don't say something you wouldn't say. So when we get there, like, I'll talk about how I personally do it. Ali made the PowerPoint, so it's kind of going to be like her words, but then I'll put my spin on it so you can get another perspective too. Okay. So, and then if you have any questions, you can write it in the chat. I might look, might not, till the end because I already have ADHD. So, okay, share desktop. Boom. Okay, boom. There we go. We're good? Everyone can see it? I can't see you guys now. I don't like that. Shoot. How do I get this in like full screen? Help me. Oh, I'm special.
I'm pretty sure it's in like the top right corner and you can change maybe or like settings or something. There's a way.
Yeah, there's a way.
Push on record and then record again once you figure it out.
Pause. Record. Did I do it? All right. Okay. So crushing the objections. So objections are just part of this business. It's going to happen. You're going to hear them. There's times that you're going to get frustrated with people because you are so much further than where they are that you're going to have thoughts to yourself like, oh, excuses. I've thought that too. I literally get frustrated, but then this call is all about like learning how to work through them and also put yourself in their shoes because they're where you were when you started. You know what I'm saying? All right. So they're inevitable. They're going to happen. And then know when something is true, when someone is truly, truly, truly like doesn't have the money or is like not sleeping or whatever versus fear and something's holding them back. Okay. So a no is not always a no. I like to think of it as not right now. I think that most people come around and it's happened to me time and time again. I've only been a coach for like 16 months now or something like that. And people that I first invited when I was a new coach a year ago are just now joining me. So they told me no back then, but I've followed up and I've re-invited. They've came around, they've watched me, I've earned their trust. So just know like that, don't disregard them. You know, don't be like, oh, they said no, it's final answer. I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger and I asked my parents for something, it was never the final answer. I always had the last word and I always tried again. And I would always like try a different way. And like, so apply that to your business. Think of it as like, I don't know, whatever you guys wanted when you're younger, like ice cream, dessert, just stay up an hour longer and watch a show or something. Those are my things. Tackle it like that, like they're your parents. Okay. Money is rarely the issue. Their priorities typically are. This is huge. And I don't know if you guys seen some of those like memes or pictures floating around where they're like, and I'm pretty sure they're made by, you know, business owners or network marketers because we see a different side of it than other people see, but they're like little memes where they're like, oh, $30 here, whatever, at dinner is okay, or $60 dinner is okay, but investing into your health and fitness, not okay. Or, you know, I'll use certain examples for me. So I will go drop like $40 at sushi, right? That's a lot for one meal. And I will go drop, like I've dropped $60 or $60 or $80 at Target one time on literally shit that I didn't need. And as I was checking out, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is almost a challenge pack. Can you believe that? It's almost a challenge pack So other people, granted, if I do it, other people are doing it. They're going to Target for one thing and dropping $80 on stuff they didn't need, right? But then they're like, oh, I don't have money for a challenge bag. But when it comes to something else that they want, they have the money. Or recently, oh, that's annoying. You guys are going to see all that. Ooh, that's annoying. So recently, I had someone who, she was like, I don't have the money yet. But I worked with her and I was like, how much can you afford? And she's like, and she like couldn't really give me a number. And then after talking to her more, like she totally had the money sitting in her bank account and she could have used it, but it wasn't a priority at that time. And she just wasn't ready. But after talking to her, like she had that money. So I helped her walk through it and like come to the realization that like it's a priority. Then sure enough, she had the money. All right. So fear is usually a huge factor into not being all in. So there's like a million fears that I could list. It could be fear coming from them, coming from within, like, what if I'm not good enough? What if I can't stick to it? What if this is something else that I fail at? Or what if it's too hard for me? What if, like, the list goes on and on? Or what if we're a fake? Like, maybe their fear is like they don't trust us yet. Maybe we're one of those sketch people out there. Maybe we're going to sign them up and drop them and not care about them. I mean, people do that. Like, people on our team don't. I hope not. But people out there do that. So they're like, understand that they're scared, and you have to like feel feel, felt, found. So you have to understand them. And when replying, you can use this method. Like, I understand how you feel. So I felt that way too. And I found blah, blah, blah. So for me, like I can say like, oh, I understand your fear of failing. I felt the same way because I had failed over and over and over, and I felt like nothing was ever going to work for me. I was never going to hit my goals, but I found that having other people to do this with and having accountability was the missing piece for me, period. Like, you literally just conquered tackled their objection, let them know that you felt the same way, you were in their shoes, and then how it's changed for you. Does that make sense? Okay, so be prepared to hear objections, and anticipation is key. So understand that they're gonna happen and they're going to hit you with objections, and then understanding that don't necessarily retreat back the second they hit you with something. Like, don't just be like, oh, well, I tried, abort ship, go the other way. No, like, talk to them, like, talk them through it. Like, talk to them like a friend, like you would give a friend advice when a friend's like, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. Like, talk them through it. Be like, well, the choice is yours. You know, I'm like, I'm not going to pressure you into anything, but here is what I've found, kind of thing. Next. Okay, so one of the first and biggest objections is money, and we all get it. I go through seasons. I go through seasons of like, I'll get one thing. It'll be like time. Everybody's saying time. Nobody's got the time. And then all of a sudden it'll be like money. And so it's kind of all over the place, and it sometimes has to do with what you post. It has to do with you're not talking enough about one thing. So when I get the money objection, I'm like, okay, I check myself and I'm like, I must not be making it seem worthy. I must not be showing people the value enough, or I must not be talking about how such a like small investment, what it did for me. So then you have to start knowing like that's something that needs to go into your post, or that's something you need to talk about on your stories. And it's not about targeting a specific person. it's about like tackling it for, yeah, that person, but also anybody else who thinks that is watching you. Because granted, if one person's thinking it, probably other people are thinking it too. So do they really, really, really not have the money? Like, are they literally scraping by paycheck to paycheck, and they like are stressed about eating food and like that? Or are they just afraid that it's not worth it? And that's what you have to find out. So my thing is like, if I'm watching you on your stories and you're posting like your Starbucks and you're getting your nails done and like all this extra crap, then I know like probably you're not really, really, really strapped on cash. It's just not a priority for you. So for me, I'm going to handle that person differently than someone else who maybe I really feel is living paycheck to paycheck. That person, I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to be a friend to them. I'm going to show them patience, because I would want someone to do that to me. If I felt like if I'm really, really strapped, I wouldn't want someone to put me up like against a wall. I would want someone to know, like a friend, you know, so someone that I can come to when I really am ready or when I do have the money. And this works for me because I've had people come out of the woodworks when they do have the money. They're like, okay, I'm really ready. I'm really ready now. And so I don't really know if they didn't have the money to begin with or if they just needed to watch me more. But if I would have stopped at the no and not kept talking to them and not acknowledged them, then maybe they wouldn't have signed up with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the no is not a no. It's just a not right now. Let's see. Okay, so here's a script. I'll read to you guys and then I'll tell you more of my personal experience too. I totally understand how you feel. I remember getting my challenge pack worrying whether this would be worth it for me when I found out that they had a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is great to mention. I jumped in with both feet and I've been crushing it so far. It's not in my nature to be pushy, but I'm loving this whole process and I think you would too. I know it would help. Insert their goal here because it's been doing exactly that for me. Would it change your mind if I promised to help you return the bundle if you didn't feel you were getting your money's worth? This is like literally amazing. Like, this is an amazing script. So 30-day money back guarantee. So sometimes people knowing just that they can return it if they don't like it makes them feel better. Like, I don't know about you, but when I'm shopping, like final sales make me nervous. They make me nervous. Like, what if I don't like it? You know what I'm saying? Especially if this person has failed in the past, if this person has struggled in the past, they're going to be that much more afraid to really jump in. And then the rest of this, like, you need to know their goal, right? Like, you have to know, like, something about them. So this is where, like, you need to be authentic and you have to have already gotten to know this person. So knowing their goal or knowing, like, what is their pain point, you know, like, and so for me, I've been trying, it works. I've been trying to utilize in my polls, like, to, like, get to know the people that are following me. Like, okay, yesterday I did a poll about, like, how I'm self-conscious about my arms and my shoulders. And I had so many people vote on it, and a lot of girls vote that they were self-conscious too. And also a lot of people vote that they wish that they could have arms like me. So that's easy. Like, I know it would help you get your ideal arms or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So polls are great to get to know followers and then plug that in here. Okay, I always offer to help them return it so that they know that, like, you're really not, like, you're not being selfish, you're not looking for a sale, and then the second they want to return it, you're gonna be like, bye, like, figure it out for yourself, good luck. Like, I literally tell them, like, I voice them a lot, so I'm like, if you absolutely don't like it, if it's not your cup of tea, I will literally help you return it. And then I'm like, I've never had anyone do it, which is the truth, 100% the truth. I've never had anyone do it, but because everyone's so happy. But if you are unhappy and totally don't want to be a part of it, I'll help you return it. Okay, so is it that they don't want to spend money, or is it that they don't want to spend the money on their health and fitness? This is huge, 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 because Like I said, like you see people spending money at Starbucks or on their nails or all this, which is okay, right? Like if that's your thing, that's fine. But then you see where their priorities lie. Like that stuff is more important than their health and fitness. Me, like I'm the type, like I will spend money on health and fitness and workout clothes, but I never never get my nails done. Like pretty sure I got dirt under my nails. I don't even care about that. That's not something I really spend my money on except for special occasions. Never get my hair done, obviously. Like beauty's not my thing. Like I don't spend my money on that thing. That's not my priority. But Fabletics, count me in. So just get to know that person, and you'll see where their priorities lie, and their priorities may change. So just know, like right now, it might not be worth it for them. I had a girl that over and over, I invited her over and over and over, and she would even ghost me and then reply to my stories about other crap. And I'm like, girl, and like over and over. And I told her what was included in challenge pack multiple times. I told her the price multiple times. Every time there was a discount or a promo code, I reached out to her, like every single time. And then one day she messaged me and was like, okay, can you tell me one more time? I need to do this. I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, you know, what changed your mind? And she's like, I went to try on my wedding dress today and it didn't fit. And I cried, and now I have to do something about it. And that, first of all, pulled on my freaking heart. Like, oh my gosh, that's a terrible feeling. But the fact that now do you see where her priority was? Like, it was not a priority to her before. Totally not a priority. She ghosted me. She didn't care. But because I had messaged her, I was on her radar. So then when she did need help and her priorities did change, when she became that desperate and hit that really, really low, all of a sudden it was worth it. And she came to me, right? Which means I built that trust. So here's kind of a script that you can go off that. I totally understand how you feel. I remember getting my challenge pack, worrying whether my money would be better spent elsewhere. I did tell myself I would make sacrifices to work into my budget. So I'm pretty sure Allie wrote this. Allie is a budgeter, so that this makes sense for her. But what I found to be true is the lifestyle has been saving me money. LOL, I have my Shakeology for breakfast, so no more muffins, cereal. I drink black coffee instead of lattes at Starbucks now. I don't have chips in the pantry anymore. You get the point. All that to just say I empathize with you, with how you're feeling, and while it's not in my, I'm not wearing my glasses. While it's not in my nature to be pushy, I'm absolutely loving this whole process right now. I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't challenge you on your objection. I know you have a goal too, blank, and I know this will help you accomplish that goal. Would it change your mind if I promise to help you return the bundle? Okay, this is so good. And again, like making it worth it to people. So when I first started, I was someone that was like, this is a lot of money. I was like, it is. And I actually shared this on my IG recently too. Like I had just dropped a ton of money on other products and I didn't use them and they tasted bad and they were terrible and they sat in my pantry for a year. How many can relate? How many have done that, right? So you're thinking, shit, this is going to be another thing that I'm not going to use and it's going to sit in my pantry and it's going to be a waste. The workouts, I had just invested in an at-home workout. I did for like a week and then I gave up and I quit. So that's where like this is different than all other at-home workouts because let the person know that you're there for them, that you are the difference between this and other at-home workouts. The lifestyle saving you money. So I literally, because I am such like a rational person, like I had to justify this Shakeology, like especially as a new coach. And I had to be like, okay, so it costs this much. And I divided it by 31 days. And I was like, okay, it's however much. I don't even remember, $4 or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I can drink it for breakfast instead of going through a drive-through and getting like McDonald's or something, which A, isn't good for you and isn't going to be good for your goals. And like, how much do you usually spend when you go to fast food? It's not like $1 or $2. It's probably more around 4 or 5. So breaking it down to them, and I can't tell you how many people I've told that to, and they're like, oh, I've never thought of that. So just because you think of something, don't assume that the other person knows or that they thought of it, you know? Swapping out coffee. literally that's great. Like, with the new like pumpkin spice and all of this, or like with the chocolate, it's like, especially with the pumpkin spice, it's like, you know what? You could go spend $4 or $5 at Starbucks on something. I worked at Starbucks, you guys. It's so bad. And it's literally like one drink, the white mocha, my favorite, is like 1,000 calories. When I found that out, I almost died. So like, let them know that this is so much better for them and ultimately going to save them money and more convenience. Like, hello, who wants to go sit in the drive-thru? Nobody. You can make it at home in 2 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, again, just like, kind of like, and I was really uncomfortable actually with this at first, with fighting objections. I would be like, oh, okay, it's fine. Just let me know when you're ready. Not even try, like, not even give my 2 cents, not even try. And first of all, like, that's actually so unlike me. But I guess I just didn't want to feel pushy on people. But here's the thing, like, you're helping them think through it. You're not tricking them into something. You're not pushing them into something. You're just showing them a different perspective. Because when I was that person, I didn't think this way. I didn't know if it was worth it, not until I was on this side. So you, from where you're standing, can show them how much it is worth. All right. Okay. This is also really big. So if someone says it's expensive, first of all, check yourself. You need to know that this is not expensive. Actually, it's not. I know it's a chunk of money at first, but it is not expensive, you guys. If you don't think that the challenge pack is like the best deal ever, which it is, you're not going to want to offer it to people, period. Like, I wouldn't want to offer something that I wouldn't be willing to pay. You know what I'm saying? So knowing the competition makes it so much better. Think about this, okay? Especially with the work, you guys. Oh my gosh. So he's an MBA. Well, first of all our trainers are amazing. All of our trainers are world class. They know their shit, and these programs are legit. But the work, so Amalia, however you say his name, he's an MBA trainer, right? He trains professional athletes. He trains like celebrities, whatever. Can you imagine what they're paying for like one training session, you guys? Probably hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Like, I am sure. And so the fact that he's even making a program to us, and the fact that he's going out of his way to, like, how do you say this? Like, appeal to the masses, like the people who like can't drop that kind of money to get that kind of results, is amazing. Right? And like, we get to offer that now. So the fact that like they literally pay that much a year, plus it's not just the workout programs, it's the products, it's the groups, it's the count, like everything, like it's such a no-brainer, you guys. Think about how much people have paid for a gym and literally never stepped foot in the gym ever. Like, how many people have had the best intentions? Maybe it's a New Year's resolution or it's something else. They have the best intentions and never ever go to the gym, or go for a week and quit. What a waste of money, right? How many people don't even cancel their membership? I paid $25 for a gym membership right now, and I barely even go. I work out at home. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you. I can't see you guys, so I literally don't know how this is going. I can't even see your faces. I totally understand how you feel. I remember when my coach sent me the $107 price tag, it felt like a lot to me. I actually told her my local gym was offering memberships at $25 a month, my gym membership, which felt cheaper. But then it dawned on me that $25 a month is $300 a year. Oh my gosh, the money I waste. I am upset. And it also dawned on me that once I got to the gym, I still had to figure out what I need to do. Boom. That is such a key point, you guys, because and start talking about this and start telling people, because what's crazy is, so I'll share my little personal, how long have I been doing this? I don't know. I'll share a little bit of my personal experience. So I am a college athlete, right? So I've played sports my whole life. I played volleyball in college. I had intense training. Like, my training was very, very intense. I, in the off season, did like a lot of power lifts, and my coaches were very, very good. But when it came time to do it on my own, I actually had no idea what I was doing. Even if I knew how to do that lift, coming up with my own plan, I would literally sit around the gym and be like, okay, like, what should I do next? Should I go to that machine? Should I do like every machine that I see? I don't know. Should I do arms today, legs today? Like, that is, I would spend so much time just trying to figure out a plan. Here is this golden plan of how to get results and how to change your body, and how to get strong, and you're just giving it to people. It takes all the thinking out of it. It's amazing, right? So let them know, like, now, like, be like, I press, like, all I got to do is look at what I need for that day. I go press play. I get in, I get out, I move on with my life. It's amazing. Don't got to think about it. Nothing. Let them know that. And if you don't feel that way, then I actually don't know why. I don't know. I guess you can see that I'm very, very passionate. I believe in this so much. So, so it starts with you. Like, if you don't think this is the best deal ever, again, like, you're not going to want to offer it to people. So you got to fix your belief. I still had to figure out what I need to do, and the gym didn't have any meal plans or a free trainer. Exactly. How many have gone to the gym, worked your freaking butt off, then gone home and just ate crap, and you literally wasted that gym session? You know what I'm saying? How many have wanted to go to the gym and thought, I really wish I had a friend to go with me? Like, the gym is intimidating, you know? I used to run on the treadmill because I didn't want anyone to see me or look at me. And now I'm the one in the center, lifted weights, and everyone's staring at me in the whole dang place. Okay, let's be real. Come winter, I'll have no desire to go to the gym for my workouts. Yep. I don't mean to sound like a smart ass. I am just saying that I went through exactly what you're going through in your head and thought it may feel expensive up front. Overall, it's so cheap. Not to be pushy. Again, just say it. Like, not to be pushy, not to force you into this. Like, but, and there should always be a but. Like, just, there should always be a but. Are you sure this isn't something you want to do with me? And again, saying, are you sure this isn't something you want to do with me? Let people know they're doing it with you. I can tell you that I have so much more momentum in my business when I am starting a new program. I wish it wasn't that way. I wish people would want to just start on their own all the time. But when I'm starting a new program, people love to do it with me. They love to know we're going to be going through it together. They love to know, like, that they're not going to be alone. Even though there is, like, and it's not an excuse, because you should let people know, like, there's a ton of people in the group. Like, people will be doing the same program as you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let them know that there's support. But I'm telling you, when people know that they're doing it with you, it seems a lot less scarier. So let people, like, emphasize that. Like, if you're not using those words, I would use those exact words. With me. Or with us, even. Everyone wants to do what everyone else is doing. We're just like that as humans. Okay, we're only on, oh my God, we only did money. Oh, Jesus, Samantha. Okay, time. So we make time for what we want, period. You make time for the things that matter to you. I don't care if it's a person, a thing, we do it, right? So if you're like, I have to go to work because I have to get money to pay my bills, to provide for my children, whatever, you go to work, right? If you are going to fail out of school or bomb a test, you're going to make time to study, right? If it's that important to you, you're going to make time to study. If you don't care about failing, yeah, you're not going to study. So you make time for what's important to you. How many of you, this is an example, how many of you have ever had all these messages in your inbox, right? And you don't reply, but the second, like, a boy likes, you reply? How many? I can't see you guys, but I'm sure there's some people, because I don't know, that's me. Nobody else matters. As soon as that one boy that I like texts me, I make time for that person. So it really, really is true. And so then again, like, make it something that, address this in your posts, you know, like, call them out, like, call people out. You can do that directly or indirectly. I don't know, choice is up to you, but in your post, like, be like, call people out that, like, you really, when you want something, you make time for it. And then hit those pain points, like, hit those, like, you know, like, yes, making the time is hard. Pushing through a workout is hard. Following a meal plan is hard. Yeah, it is. I would literally never tell anyone it's easy. It has never been easy for me. But you know what's worse? Hating yourself, looking in the mirror and hating yourself, hating the way your clothes fit, feeling fat all the time, or the opposite, feeling skinny and hating yourself, or whatever it is, like, that is harder, okay? And so push on those pain points in your posts. target that person and like make them want to make time for it. Make them want to. Boom. Okay. Oh, okay. No, shut up. Stop texting me. Oh, that was really mean. Okay. This sound like a bigger commitment than it is. Okay. So some people are like, I can't commit to this right now. I'm like, of course, that's my first reaction. Why? But girl, I totally hear you. Going through nursing school full time and already being a spin instructor was so time consuming. I thought for sure there was no way I could fit this into my day either. I've got to tell you that I found a program on the All Access app that is only 30 minutes per day and 4 days per week. It's no nonsense. It's no nonsense and it works so well. The meal plan is also super easy to navigate and very flexible. Does that maybe feel like something you could manage? I don't mean to sound pushy or anything. I can just hear myself in your time constraints so much, and I just don't think I'm doing my job if I didn't tell you all about it. How I went about managing this. So this is perfect. So now we have even more options because we have 20-minute workouts, you guys, which is even better. What's better than a 30-minute workout for people who are busy and have no time than a 20-minute workout? So I start telling people, and again, I actually do this through voice memo because I want people to hear the tone in my voice and not just read it and it come across like me telling them like, I don't know. I feel like the tone is better. So I literally tell them, I'm like, I get it. So think back to where you were. So for me, I was kind of like Allie. I was in nursing school. I studied so freaking much, you guys. I was always studying. I would get like 3 hours of sleep a night. So I tell them, I'm like, when I started on my fitness journey, I was getting almost 3 hours of sleep. I'm like, that's the amount of sleep that you have to get, but I was getting no sleep and I felt like I had no time. I felt like I didn't even have time to do anything, to even breathe. But I decided that when I thought about graduation, I wanted to look good on graduation. I had been waiting for this moment forever, and I wanted to look dang good in a dress without having to suck in or focus on the right angle or worry about all my pictures turning out bad. And so I decided that no matter what, I would set aside 20 minutes in the morning before class or after class. And so then by telling them that story of where I was, they can feel like that emotion. So like stories sell, right? And then it'll start having their brain turn about something that is important to them, and it'll start getting those clocks working. And then I'll sometimes check people, and I'll be like, when I was thinking about how I can make the time, I stopped scrolling on Instagram, or I realized how long am I watching TV at night, or how much Netflix am I watching, And I recently was talking to a girl who's in nursing school, and I was talking to her about it, and she's like, you're so right. Like, I really spend a lot of time doing that at night. And I'm like, yeah, we all do. It's natural. It's what we do. We're on our phone. We're at night sitting on the couch when we could get up and get a 20-minute workout in, So don't like necessarily preach to them, but let them know that like you were in their shoes and we're all human. And it's just a matter of making it a priority and cutting something out, realizing like what has to go or where can I squeak it in. So some people say their day is such a mess that they can't, for the life of them, understand how they'll fit a workout into it. I got your text.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. So say, girl, I totally hear you. My biggest roadblock in working on my fitness was that my day was an absolute mess. I could not find an hour to devote to working out, let alone cook. My coach helped me with some awesome tips on how to get my workout done in 30 minutes using the Lift Forward program I've been doing. I love that they're only 4 days a week, and the accountability group helps keep me on track. I'm sorry if it feels like I'm not letting this go. I can just relate to your feeling, and I've been loving making my workouts a part of my day. I think you would too. So what I use is like, I know it's super hard for people to understand because I didn't understand it before I was working out, but I let people know, like, when you feel like your life is a mess and your life is a shit show and everything's a mess and you're so stressed and everything sucks and all this, like, that's when you need it the most and you don't even know it. But I let people know that my workouts save me, that my workouts make me feel good. I let people know, I will literally say this on my stories, that I would be a freaking biatch without my workouts. Like, I am in such a grumpier mood. I feel like my life is so much messier when I don't work out, but I let people know that, like, no matter what's going on around me, when it's like a snowstorm and like everything's breaking loose, it's like when I take the time to work out, I feel like I did something good with my day. It's something I can control. When I can't control anything else going on, it's something that I can control, something that makes me feel good. I don't know if you guys feel that way or if it's just me, but I let people know that. And then I know that even if they don't believe me now, when their life is a mess, maybe they'll be thinking about what I said. And maybe they'll even go to the gym and be like, oh, she's right. She's right. And then you have that little bit of trust where you were right. They think about you and they're like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But just tackle that, just let them know like that, like other people are doing it, that like you feel like your life is messy sometimes and you get it. And there's a way. There's a way. One of my favorite sayings is where there's a will, there's a way. And it's true. It's true. Okay. The gym rats. I'm almost done. So the gym rats. So I have people who are like, I love the gym. I love it. I love the atmosphere. I love to just like lift heavy weights and just swing. Okay, I need to shut up. So ask them if they're using their gym membership. If they are, be like, great. Okay. Are you satisfied with your results? If you're going, but like, how effective do you think you're being? Are you seeing progress? Do you feel like you wish you saw more? Find out, ask questions. Are they satisfied with their gym, or are they just settling for it because it's there, it's close, it's cheap maybe? Again, are they getting results? So these are questions you should ask them, because a lot of people, actually, it's surprising how many people go to a gym, don't see results, but they don't know that there's another way. People don't know. They don't even know. So they think they're doing it right, and then they're beating themselves up like, why am I not getting results? Why am I not looking like her? This. And it's just because maybe they just didn't know about this, and you're here to give them the secret. All right. If they like to lift heavy, there's a program for everybody. If they're into bulking, our programs are legit. Like, guarantee it's probably one of the best bulking programs out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's a program for everyone. So don't count them out when they love the gym. Heck, invite them to be a coach. Okay. Hey girl, I totally hear you. I had a gym membership for a long time and I just couldn't seem to get the results I wanted. I do the programs from home, or I go with my husband and do the programs from the gym. I get that it's nice to do your workouts outside the house, so we stream our workouts from the free weight section and get amazing results. It is kind of funny to see how many people come up to us and ask us how we figure out our workout plans. This is so true, you guys. So I work out at home most of the time because I love working out at home. But sometimes, honestly, I just feel like I have to leave my house, especially when I'm like, there's days that I don't leave my house, like, at all. And it's terrible. And it's because I'm working and I'm whatever. So then the next day I'm like, I need to just get out. I just need to get out of my house. So I go to the gym. So let them know, like, you can do both. Let people know that they can do this anywhere, that they can do this on vacation. So for me, I can almost pinpoint every time I fell off when I was working out. It was when my routine changed. It was when I was like out of town or I was on vacation and I couldn't work out. And then when I came, I couldn't work out, because you always can, I guess, but you just don't really even know what to do. So I would stop, and then I would come back and lose all motivation, right? It's that stop. But letting people know, like, hey, if you want to work out, you still can anywhere, and so that for me, I've had people, like, I show people, I take advantage of it. Like, when I have like a weird place that like a hotel room or something where most people would skip, I literally take advantage of it, and I show people, like, hey, here I am in this super weird place getting my workout still done. Like, it's still possible. And I've had people be like, oh yeah, I saw you doing it while you were in Thailand, and then I told myself, if she can do it out of the country, like, get your butt to the gym. And so it's things like that, like, that it's like people really are watching you, and fight their excuses in your stories, show them that they can do both. If you don't like leaving your house at all, maybe like mix it up for one, like just occasionally. Maybe if you have gym membership, and try showing them like, hey, look, I'm randomly going to the gym today just because I can, just because I want to. And that's why I love these programs, because you can take it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Silence. Okay, so sometimes people just need silence. So I will give people silence. Like if they ghost me, I will let them, like, maybe they need to think on it or what. And then also, if they ghost you, just know, so it works both ways. Like I'll give people silence when I think they need it. And then when I get silence in return, I'll know that like, you don't know what's going on in their life. You really don't. So I can't tell you how many people I've been like, I followed up with and been like, and I do a lot of my follow-ups in voice memo because it's less annoying. I don't know. I guess like, and I get more responses. So I'll be like, hey, okay, so I'm just sending you another message because you didn't reply to my other ones. That's just how I say it. I'm like, just casually, because you didn't reply to my other ones. I don't know if you'll reply to this one, but blah, 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 blah. And so then they'll reply, oh my gosh, I got so busy. I'm so sorry. And think about like how many times you've opened a message from someone, probably not business related, because hopefully you're not letting people slip through the cracks. I've definitely done it. I've opened a message at work and then been like, oh my God, I didn't reply. So it happens, you know, but understanding that like that human is not perfect on the other side of the screen too. So they may open a message and forget. They may be dealing with their kids running around crazy and like it just slips their brain, and then life happens, and then their aunt dies, and then they get in a car crash or something. You know, the craziest things happen. So just understand that like that silence on the other side of the screen, like probably 95% of the time doesn't have to do with you. It has to do with what's going on in their life. So reach back out to them. You know, I've even tried, been like, you know, every time I bring this up, you ignore me. So I'm just wondering like what's holding you back, or like what's your fear? I let them know like you can tell me. Like you can tell me. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not, you know, just make them feel comfortable, and then that they can really be honest with you. And I've had people been like told me what their fear is, and then it gives me the chance to work through it. And then also by asking them that question, when you follow up, you get to personalize your follow-up to that person and to whatever their objection was. So I'll be like, oh, I saw that last time you didn't have the money, blah, blah, blah. Like, have you been able to save? So I don't really say like, do you have the money now? Because to me, it's a little bit different when you say, like, you're putting the thought in their head. Like, it's really weird the way the human brain works. But you're putting the thought in their head, like, that they have to save. Not that they don't have the money, because they probably do, but that they either are or aren't saving for it. Okay, so with silence, hey, I know life can get busy, so I thought I'd send you just a quick follow-up to make sure you had time to watch the video I sent you. I promise I have no intention of being pushy, and I certainly hope my invitation didn't offend you. I hope to hear back from you, and of course, let me know if you have any questions. So I recently followed up with someone who ghosts me a lot about these programs, and I followed up with her, and I was like, you know what? I hate to be annoying, but you keep whatever I said. And she's like, you're not annoying at all. I actually appreciate that you haven't forgotten about me. I appreciate that you care so much that you keep reaching out to me. And for me, it's like, those are the people that's why I do this. Those are the people that I want to help. That's my tribe, is people who can see me and see what I'm doing and know that I actually genuinely care, and that's why I keep reaching out to them. And so it's crazy because I never ever thought that. I actually thought that my follow-ups might come across annoying, but then she checked me and made me realize you're actually showing that you care, and people see that. People see like that you're not giving up on them. And the point is that will only pay off in the long run, because by you re-inviting, you're showing your persistence, right? You're showing that you're not giving up on them, which means as a coach, you're not going to give up on them. So they trust you. They feel like, okay, I'm a little afraid. I don't know if I can do this, but I feel like she has my back, kind of thing. Okay, so I think that's it. Allie, I'm going to stop share. Oh, God, how long was it? I'm afraid to even look. I don't even want to look. What time is it? Jesus. Okay. So if you're still on this, I love you. Thanks for hanging on. I'm going to stop recording. Allie, do you want me to stop recording and see if people have questions, or do you want me to keep recording while people ask questions? Okay.